my gosh, so I'm really excited to do this video. One of the reasons why I'm excited to do this video is because this is actually featuring a service that I provide. Sorry, I was looking at a light. Today I'm going to be tinting my brows. As you can see, I'm going to just basically show you all how I groom my brows and the tinting of my brows and how they look after. I absolutely love brow tinting. It's one of my favorite things to do because I have never really had full eyebrows. They're kind of sparse, as you can see, and then through the years getting them waxed and everything like that, and plucking them properly, they're even more worse off. So tinting is not only a service that I provide, but it's something that I do on myself, and it just allows me to fill in my brows in areas where they're not full. It also allows me to kind of do them and then not have to worry about them for a week or two. And being a mom, having my own business, just always being on the go, I don't have time to sit here and do my makeup every day, my brows every day. So tinting them allows me that freedom to just kind of like get up and go, and that's what I like about it. And one other very important thing about tinting that I love is that it's not invasive. I actually received my certification this year for microblading, but sometimes I'm still on the fence about it because it's invasive. It's a permanent, well, semi-permanent thing, and sorry, notification that my phone is about to die. And it's a microblading is like a semi-permanent type of thing, and so you have to get it right the first time. But with tinting, it has allowed me to kind of perfect the brows and understanding eyebrow shapes and all of that. So I really love brow tinting. So I'm just gonna do like a quick little tutorial on how I do it. And then if you have any questions, comments, or anything, then feel free to leave that below. And if you like the video, then like it and subscribe it. But I will see you guys later. Go over some of the utensils that I use. I use witch hazel, and this is for me to clean the area before I even do anything, because we're gonna do the whole grooming of the brows too. I have my tweezers, I have my straight razor, I have my scissors, and then I have my little pads to wipe away the witch hazel. I also have some water, because another great thing about brow tinting is once you finish with your tint, you can literally just take a cloth, a paper towel, wipe the tint off, and then you're good to go. I also have concealer. Now, you don't have to use concealer when you're finished tinting. However, if you want a more defined look, you can always go ahead and get some use your concealer. I have a few brushes here that I use as far as concealing is concerned, and I have my angle brush that I use to actually apply the tint. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the grooming and show you guys how I groom my brows, and then we'll move on to the tint. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my cotton pads and I'm gonna put witch hazel on it, and I'm going to take my little mirror here and just kind of, clean the area up, remove any oils or anything. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my brush right here, my spoolie, and kind of brush my brows up in the way that I would want them to be. Just to kind of see, like, where I want to go with it. And then I probably don't need to, because I already don't have any brows, but take my scissors and just clip, and then of course it's always going to be harder on your opposite side to clip, but we're going to get it done just like that. There's no reason for me to clip upwards, really, I don't think. Well, maybe it is, I lied. the okay. I always just do that again. So now I'm gonna take my straight razor. Let me just kind of get it situated here. And be very cautious with your straight razor. I cannot stress this enough. Please be cautious with your straight razor. I have cut myself so many times and it's not fun. It's like the worst pain ever. It's like an annoying pain. So just please be cautious with your straight razor. Okay. So here we go, the straight razor. I'm gonna try my best to do this on camera with you all. And I just did my lashes, so I'm trying not to cut them as well. I don't know if you can kind of already see that. And I'm so wishing I didn't have to hold this mirror right now. And I'm gonna be mad if after I'm done and I look back and I see that you all can't see a damn thing I'm doing. And just to let y'all know, because I know y'all probably like, this is not the hot pot video. I told y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, please do, that I was going to do a hot pot video with my children, which I did. However, I'm just starting this whole like recording and YouTube thing, and I'm doing it all from my phone, and so I'm still looking for certain apps to help me edit, because I did like a vlog situation, so the video was like extremely long, and you know, not having enough space on your phone, it's a lot. So, you know, I'm just trying to learn certain things as far as vlogging goes and editing videos for YouTube. If you have any suggestions, any equipment, any apps that you think will help me, please let me know, because we are so eager to do more videos, but editing really just sometimes takes the fun out of it. So I finished this one right here, and again, I have sparse eyebrows, so you're not gonna always get the effect that you want. Say for instance, if you had thicker brows. So that's really one of the reasons why I don't do the waxing at the nail salons and stuff like that, because you'll tell them to clean it up and they take your whole eyebrow off. That actually happened to me recently. So I just clean up with a straight razor and everything like that. So what I'm gonna do, because it's kind of hard holding the mirror, and then, you know, with the straight razor I don't want to cut myself, I'm gonna come back after I finish this one. Okay guys, so I finished arching my brows. As you can see, ow, that burned. So what I do now, simple. I swear brow tinting is one of the most simplest things ever, but you are going to love it if you haven't already tried it. And it like becomes a part of your like routine. It was just like, I can't not have my brows tinted. So what I do is I take my angled brush, and this is a Morphe M165 brush, and I take some of my brow tint, and one second, I have a guest. Sorry guys, my mom came over. Okay, So back to the tinting. I have my tint, I have my angled brush, and I have my mirror. And it's very simple. So I start from anywhere, and what I like to do is kind of push it into my brow and just simply outline my brow. That's it. Now I'm not going to disclose the name of this brow tint because I'm actually getting another brow tint that I prefer. This one is a really good one as far as it's staying for as long as it needs to stay. However, I don't really like the undertone anymore. I found something a little bit more natural looking. But for right, this is an awesome one. It's just I don't like the undertone. So I don't go all the way to the end of my brow, and I'll tell you all in a minute why. And what I'm doing is kind of making my outline and just pressing it in. And take your time. There are some brow tints where you have to work with it pretty quickly because it has to be activated by a developer and stuff. And this is not one. So it's like already stained into my skin, if you can see. So I love about it, and I love it because it's like a jelly consistency. And it doesn't move a lot. So that's what I like about it. So now that I've kind of like outlined it, I'm just going to go and fill it in. Now keep in mind, and this is something that is very important, and I want to say, if you do not have brows, you do not have a lot of hair, your brow tint is not going to last as long. It is a semi-permanent dye that is intended to tint hair. So if you do not have a lot of brow hair, understand that you are not going to have the same results for as long as a person that has thicker brows. And I feel like that's something that needs to be said, but is not often said. We see the results, or a lot of people who do brow tints and they show the results, but they don't explain the fact that if you don't have brows, it's not going to last as long. So just my 2 cents. Okay. And then with this brow tint, and this is another reason why I'm thinking of switching it, is because, and they do have other colors, but I feel like with all of them, this one just goes on pretty dark initially. Like there's no, even if I try to wait and then put it on later, there's no gradient or ombre effect that I can do with it. It's just dark all over. So, but I really do love this. Okay, I'll leave my tint on for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other brow. It's just the same as this one. And then when I'm ready to take it off, I'll be back with you guys. Hey guys, so it's been about 10 to 15 minutes now at this point. So what I'm going to do is take another cotton swab, just some water, that's it. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna, I did this one first, so I'm just gonna, and I'm wiping forcefully. I'm wiping forcefully. Like, no lie, this is how it comes out. Part of the reason why I'm changing it. So if your tint comes out as pigmented as this and you like it, cool. If you don't, then you can always finesse it, and or you can just wait for it to lighten up in a few days, which it will. I brush the opposite way to make sure I get all of the tint out, And boom, voila. Now, if you want a more of a ombre gradient effect, I just simply just brush some of the tint out in the front. As you can see, it's lightening up a little bit. And then, boom, just to make it look a little bit more natural. I'm going to go over to this side, do the same. Telling you, this is some really good stuff, guys. I'll go against the brows to make sure I get it all out. If you, again, are looking for a more ombre gradient effect, you can always go in there, and I don't want to say scrape, but you'll pull up some of the product by doing this. And voila, here we have it. Love it. So then, like I said, you don't have to do this. Like if I'm just sitting around the house, I'm not gonna do this. But if I'm going out and I want to conceal it a little bit, I'll take a little bit of my Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC and color NC50. This is like just my color, I think, personally. And then I take a little bit of my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Caramel. And I mix those two colors for a nice blend. And actually, I know this might be funny, but I actually use a paintbrush to conceal my brows because it's sharp and it gets the job done. And I just simply, you see that it's not too light, not too dark. Simply come right on under here. Again, you do not have to do this, or if you just want it enough to just highlight your brows, then you can always just put just a tad bit under. You don't have to do as much as I'm doing right now. And then on this side, bam, pow. Just like that. I use more of the dark color because now I'm gonna go over. Boom. Okay. Let me wipe that product off. Only thing about when you're just concealing your brows, I feel like you waste so much product. Anyway, I go in and just tap that into the skin. Look at just how seamlessly that blends in. I love those two colors together. Do it up top. Same thing on this side. Tap that concealer in. Like that. Missed a little spot. Okay, here we go. Tap that in. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at God. Giving sis some brows for the holidays. Look at God. Yes. And there you have it. So simple, so easy. Again, I don't like giving names of companies if I don't prefer them. And I actually love this product. However, it's a dark transfer. If you're looking for something more natural, this product might not work for you. And this is one of their lighter colors. It took no more than 10 minutes for it to get this dark. So once I get my new product, because I said it does look a little bit more natural, I'll disclose that information. But if you're into your brows looking this dark, and I have no issue with it, then this is for you. And then keep in mind, tint, it fades away. So it doesn't stay this dark for the whole 1 to 2 weeks that your eyebrows are tinted. It fades. So after a while, you'll get more of a natural look. Which is why I'm okay with it being dark, because for the first day or two, it's like this. To after that, it looks amazing. But say for instance, you're getting your face done, and you know you want your brows to stay defined even after getting your makeup done. Brow tinting would be perfect, because most people, when they get their makeup done, they kind of want their brows to look similar to this. And get your brows tinted, get your makeup done, and even if you take off your makeup, boom, your brows are still there, still clean and everything. So yeah, this is the finished results. I love them. And again, if you have any questions, put them below. If you have a request for any other type of videos, put them below as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.